Husband cheated on me with my own sister. Forgive me if it's confusing in places. I'm still shaking and confused by the whole situation. So, me and my partner have been together for 6 years, live together, and have a 5-week-old daughter. Me and my sister had a very close relationship since my parents haven't always been the best or supportive figures in our lives, so we clung together and would even consider myself the mother and father figure in her life. My partner's relationship has been fairly strained since my daughter was born. He would stay late at work, be dismissive when I would want to communicate our feelings, and huff and puff when I would tend to our daughter. I had a fairly rough pregnancy and quite a traumatic birth, so my libido and overall body confidence is scarce. I don't feel like being intimate most days, and my partner would give me silent treatment. But I never worried about him being unfaithful. I was feeding my daughter on the sofa tonight with my husband sitting next to me. We were both watching TV and his phone kept vibrating, but I had a feeling something wasn't right with the number of notifications and how quickly he would answer. He got up to go to the bathroom and he didn't take his phone with him this time. I grabbed it, put the passcode in, and had a look to see where the messages were coming from. It was my sister. Before I looked at the messages, my heart dropped, and my heart was in my mouth when I started looking at the messages. There was nudes, sexting, and conversation on how I'm not putting out like I used to, which was a knife in my chest. They had met about 4 times, in which I realized was the times where I was taking myself to the doctor for scans and checkups, and getting shopping for my grandparents. I am beyond distraught. I have no idea what to do, where to go, and how to go about confronting them. I feel like my whole world has come crashing down. I have lost my husband and my sister. Update. I called an aunt of mine after I posted and saw some comments saying I should have a friend or family member by. I packed my baby, a bag, bottles and stuff, for a short stay with my auntie who's been close by for the pregnancy and knows how to look after my baby because I don't want my child in the house. Whilst I talk about this, my husband was confused and was asking why I was packing stuff for her and not me also. I told him he would see. I texted my sister, "Come over right now," and she pushed Y and called me, but I just messaged her to get over here. Took her about 15 minutes to come, and my aunt came and took my daughter in that time, and my husband was getting increasingly worried. When my sister pulled up, my husband's arse fell out. The sudden look of realization hit him, and he started crying. My sister came in and I told her to sit down, and I did as you all asked, took pictures of the chat, her number, and all the content that was on the chat, pulled it up on the smart TV, and told them both to tell me WTF had been going on. Admittedly, I did look quite insane, but I didn't care. She started crying, he started saying he was sorry over and over, and I explained they had broken me how I raised my sister and gave my husband a daughter. And this is how they repay me. They confessed it had been happening for at least 7 months. He fucked her in our bed a couple of times, and they said it wasn't like they were in love with each other. Getting a lawyer in the morning, he's confessed to kissing a coworker also. I'll be picking my daughter up in an hour, and he's currently packing his shit whilst my sister is crying and begging me to not disown her. I'm ignoring it whilst I'm writing this. Really see, I can only depend on myself in this time, and divorce is an only option for me because I don't want my daughter thinking men can do this to her. He's begging me and they are both begging me, but I'm not cracking. They made their bed, they can lie in it. Thank you everyone for your support and kindness. Edit. Also highly suspect. Grooming of my sister when she was 15. Leaving rooms together and having a great bond. Feel very stupid for missing that and putting my sister in danger. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories like this. Update 2. Hi guys, I first want to say how thankful I am that people were so supportive and even went out of their way to message me. I really appreciate you all for that, and it has given me a lot of strength. This is an update following on from my last post and what happened in the week that followed. That night I was in shock and went into get away from me mode. I just wanted them out of my house and not in my vision. There were lots of trying to persuade me, apologizing, crying, and it was chaos. My partner left with things in a bag and presumably went to his mother's, and he's yet to make a return. My sister was quite distraught, and I felt she was truly sorry, but it didn't make what happened go away. She left not long after and I collected my daughter. It was a Christmas that didn't feel much like Christmas and spent it with my daughter alone. I cried a lot, ate a lot, and decided to send my sister contact details to a therapist my therapist had recommended. I want to give her the space we both need right now, and following on from the suspected grooming going on from when she was younger with my partner, just assumptions at this point, it's her chance to open up about it if that was the case. As for my partner, he's not messaged me, asked about our daughter or anything that I would have expected, like, "I'm really sorry this has happened," or Can I come collect XYZ? His mother has removed me from all social media, and I haven't tried the number to see if she has blocked me. I honestly think he has up and ran and used his mother as a bunker. All the legal divorce stuff is underway, and I'm currently focusing on myself and my daughter. It's deeply upsetting, and it all caught up to me a few days after, but I'm doing better now. Hello again, nice to finally be back. I took a good month off Reddit, sort of, and all social media in general just to clear my head and a few things up. Divorce is up and running, and he has signed the papers but won't come back to the house or see his daughter. Sister is a no-show to and from unpopular demand. I have tried to bridge the gap slightly but with no avail. I'm just accepting he has literally up and ran and won't be back anytime soon. He has been messaging me with really worrying messages though. He asked if I was alone in the house at 3 a.m. one night. I said no because it just felt right to say that. Because it was really strange to be woken up by that at that time than nothing. Hasn't asked about our daughter or even the divorce proceedings. He just says hey now and again. But I'm keeping low contact for now, so not replying often and to only important things. Hasn't overtly attempted reconciliation. Not that I want to. He's just acting off. He messaged me, "It's time now," one day. Then nothing for a few days followed up by, "Hey again." There are messages that have been removed by him that I didn't see, but they're usually at like 3-4 a.m. You know when you can feel someone's personality through text? Especially when you've known someone for a while. Can't really explain it, but it's weird, and it's like he's a different person. My daughter and I are loving life right now, and are thriving. Just really want to know your thoughts on these random-ass messages. We have come to the end of our story. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories like this. Tell us what you think about this story in the comments.